Go live. Are we live? I think we're live, dude. Yeah. Oh shit, there we go. Okay, yeah. Whew. I was less live than I wanted to be right there. Alright, everybody, my name is Dick Rickles. Welcome to a earlier than usual stream. So I'm gonna keep it a little bit shorter than usual too, because it's way earlier. Well, you know, not way earlier. It's not early in the day, it's just early in, you know, earlier in my schedule, because usually I'm about 12 hours off from here, from when I usually stream. But, anyway. Oh shit, okay, hang on. Need to do things. Gotta do some things. Because I don't know how to do them quickly. Ow. Don't want dead air, though. The stream's name's a little midday dick. Little midday dickin' for it. Little dick in the midday. Dick in the afternoon. Afternoon dick. Afternoon dick. Keep on. Hang on just a second. Gotta put the mic down. Because I don't have one of those weird robot arms for my microphone yet. It's not a robot arm. It's regular mechanical arm. Keep it nice and simple. That's too much distance in the mic. Oh, that was awful. That was awful. Alright. I'm sure my friend that bought me this mic will be very happy to see that I'm using the microphone. I'm in fact using the microphone. Okay. Let's do some other things that are off screen that people can't see. I'm really new to this streaming stuff, so I'm like fucking around with things here, trying to get things set up. But I'm hoping that some people are seeing it, you know? I don't usually have to keep my stream open in another thing. Oh my goodness. I kind of want to wait to see if anybody shows up for the sake of usually I have not as many people watching for the sake of it's really, really late when I usually stream. Because I get off work and then I come on home and whoa! JX Player. Oh, I forget who that is. But it's okay. Point is, we're going to watch some stuff. We're going to watch some videos and talk about things that I deem worthy of discussion. Which is probably my favorite part about this whole having a show nonsense. Plus it, my mom, back when I was really little, would ask me all the time, oh my god, it's Jimmy. I love you, Jimmy. You're a good boy, Jimmy. I watch you, you watch me. I feel like sometimes when I don't talk to you for a little while, I feel like more of a fan than a friend sometimes. So I'm glad that now we're watching each other's friends. Oh, well, sure, I get that. I get that this is probably the personal one because it's not called Endless Nonsense. Endless Nonsense 3. Because you put a 3 at the end. You guys should check out my friend's stream on Twitch called Endless Nonsense. It's right there in the chat. Can I link to that? I don't think I'm logged in on Twitch on this laptop. I think the only places I'm logged in on Twitch are on my phone and my PS4 so that I can do nothing with it because I haven't done any game streaming yet on Twitch. But anyway. So I liked doing the Florida Man stories last time, and they're fun. They're fun to watch. Shut up. Other video that they can't see yet. God. I will summon you when ready. So I like doing the Florida Man stuff a lot, and I kind of want to make that a regular segment of, the show. Florida Man. Florida Man! Anyway, this is, this here. Dude on a shingle. Here we go. This here. God darn it. Do as I say, computery. There you go. Okay. So this here is a combination of things that I enjoy making fun of, which is like robbery fails and Florida Man stuff. And this is in Davie, which isn't so far south, but it's pretty close to Miami. It's like one of the outer areas of Miami. Oh, well, that's, whatever. My friend in the chat says that he feels bad because I always stream like 10 minutes after he goes to bed. That's not on you, dude. That's on me. All right, that's on my schedule. Ooh, louder. That's on my schedule and how my work works and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, here we go. This is Florida Man drops stolen TV from getaway scooter. So, yeah, I love robbery fails. I love, like, guys that go in and they have the gun in their hand, and then it falls out of their hand, and they just have to make that moment, that split-second decision of, like, oh, God, I'm just going to go run. I'm going to cut my losses and run and get out of here. I wore my hair down for this one. I love how it looks in the camera. I also shaved. Changed a whole lot of things. I don't know. The hair wasn't rating well. All right. There you go. So, Florida Man drops stolen TV from getaway scooter.
A better escape? Davie police are looking for the men who stole a TV.
Tell me if you guys can't hear that, by the way.
Maybe think of a better escape. Davie police are looking for the men who stole a TV from Walmart, then took off on that scooter. The 43-inch TV, a little too big for the scooter.
Oh my God.
You can see the man actually drop it as he and his
leave
getaway
it.
driver tried to escape.
There's no way that's not
they
broken.
escaped for the meantime. If you happen to know two TV-stealing scooter drivers, call Crime Stop.
I love the bump that they hit, like, on the curb. I guess they went over a curb or something like that, but I love that after all that effort to keep the scooter back on, or to keep the TV back on the scooter, they just drop it again. Like, they just almost drop it again with that little bump.
Stoppers, you could end up getting a $3,000 reward.
What? First of all, hang on just a second. A $3,000 reward? Like, that's all well and fine, but I mean, like,
scooter drivers, call Crime Stoppers. You could end up getting a $3,000 reward.
Like, what information are you getting from this video that could possibly help you call Crime Stoppers and turn these guys in? You can see their outfits. You can't see the license on the scooter. And, like, you can't see the guys in any discernible way. Dick Buttkiss. Hello, brother. Wait, are you... hang on. Because there's people that make that joke. And there's people that just are my brothers. Are you... Is this Scott? Are you Scott? I hope you're Scott. I miss you, Scotty, if it is Scott. If it's not Scott, I feel really bad now. Anyway, back to my thing. Look at this. How are you gonna... That's so mean to dangle a $3,000 reward. I mean, now you're just gonna have a slew of people all calling in, reporting their neighbor that got a brand new TV. That's all that you're gonna get. You're not gonna get anybody like, oh my God, it's better. No, it's not better than Scotty. That was so bad to say. Hi, Nick. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. I still miss Scotty, though. Oh, my God. Davie's pretty bad. But, like, I want to see more of that surveillance video in there. Because they just kind of, like, walk in. It looks like they just sort of walk into the place and then walk out. I want to watch it, but I don't want to hear this again. Be like, maybe come up with a better escape plan. What? That's all they got? Seems like very little security between. Is that an emergency exit? I don't know. Either way. Oh, God. That's tough to watch. I would be a little sus if, after I saw this, is the TV would have a producers asks talk to you about later. But, like, 3,000, yeah. That's what I don't know. They must really want that TV back. Maybe the guy was just super pissed. Ah, no, Ted Cruz! Ah! I didn't mean to subject anybody to that. I'm just slow on the draw when it comes to closing out YouTube after the video ends. There was another one in here. There was one in particular that I saw recently. That I wanted to show you. Oh, this is one that I definitely wanted to see. Here we go. I gotta prep these ahead of time more often. Go. Here's another one. Mostly because it includes Waffle House. Florida man uses finger guns to steal Waffle House napkins, deputy says. First of all, winner. Look at this guy. Real winner. Definitely a guy you want to take home to mom. All right. A Madison County, Florida. A Madison County Waffle House employee called 911 Monday night to report an attempted robbery. The suspect was armed and simply left after grabbing some napkins, according to Madison County Sheriff's Office. MCSO identified Edward William Rodriguez as the assailant based on video footage, yay, and witness descriptions. Rodriguez entered the Waffle House on 145, blah, 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 blah. A witness described him as a white man wearing a gray hoodie, dark jeans, and a dark hat with dark hair. He was reportedly accompanied by a small dog, no doubt the ringleader in this operation. Rodriguez then began shouting, "Get on the ground, y'all are getting robbed. Get on the ground, y'all getting robbed." They should have included way more, like, I don't know. I wish there was way more, like, pronunciation key-esque things in this sentence to tell me how he actually said these words. According to MCSO's report, he then stated that he was high and drunk before grabbing some napkins and walking out. "I'm high and drunk. I'm sorry. I just really need these napkins, man. My dog just took a monster dump outside of this place, and I just don't want to leave it on the curb, some poor soul to slip on. I'm high and I'm drunk, and I just need some napkins, man." I don't know. I wouldn't call the police. I'd be like, all right. He's high and he's drunk and he needs napkins and he got him and he's out of here. The suspect did not appear to have a weapon, but did raise his hands with his fingers in the shape of a gun, said MCSO. Deputies later located Rodriguez at his residence and placed him under arrest without incident after he admitted to the crime. The crime of pointing finger guns in a Waffle House and then grabbing napkins. This almost feels like it was like a TikTok prank gone wrong. Like he was just gonna go in and, get on the ground, y'all are getting robbed, as like a social experiment, and then it just went horribly wrong, and now he's gotta find a way to back out of it. 911 caller told deputies no one was hurt in the incident. Okay, so this looks like, oh no, this is like their Facebook thing. That might not be. Did ya? No, get out of here. Or release. Nah, this isn't the video. Damn it. Ah, man, I wish I could have seen video. I'll bet I can find it really quick. That seems like something easy to search for. Putting the mic down. I'm not finding the video anywhere. I really wish I could. He didn't shoot anyone with a finger gun, no. Luckily, I don't think they, I think there's a current shortage on finger gun bullets. I'm not entirely sure. But I know that bullets have been pretty scarce lately, so I'm pretty sure that there would also be a shortage on finger gun bullets. Let me see. Nope. All right, I can't find this video. I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time trying to find this video. This thing always doesn't get the stats that I want. Concurrent viewers. Don't show me though. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Enough of this. This isn't the news story that I wanted to talk about. There's a very specific news story that I wanted to talk about. Now, I put up with a lot of things from cancel culture. Cancel culture has finally taken this whole thing a step too far, and my line in the sand was Unknown Hinson, the voice of Early Kyler on Squidbillies, has been fired, and their final season, Early Kyler, will be voiced by Tracy Morgan. Not my first choice, but that's not the point. See, my point about this is there are people that are just kind of like choosing to get shocked about certain people nowadays. Now, from what I've read from Unknown Hinson's comments on Twitter, I can't find the actual tweet to save my life, but from what I've read from people's like recollections of it, that was me cracking my back. I know it looked like a fart, but it was me cracking my back. I swear. From what I've seen, the majority of the comments are he didn't approve of Dolly Parton supporting the Black Lives Matter protests, that a lot of the conservative right like to say is responsible for burning down cities and such. Now, Unknown went into a pretty typical rant of his, wherein he calls Dolly Parton things like a bimbo and a slut, and it's like, oh, you approving of Black Lives Matter's actions is un-American. And this got him fired. Now, Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, I guess Warner, right? They're totally within their rights to cancel or to fire whoever they want in their employ. Okay? That's not what I'm upset about. I'm certainly not upset about the idea of cancel culture in general. I don't even like calling it cancel culture. I kind of call it consequence culture. You can get fired from any job at any time for saying anything, and it just kind of is the norm out there. And now all of a sudden, because new things are on the list of things that can get you fired, people suddenly want to be up in arms and saying like, oh, no, this isn't fair. And I'm like, dude, the list gets longer all the time. It just finally hit language that you use, and you're upset about it. Okay? But this time, it's gone too far. Because I like Early Kyler. That's why it doesn't count. Because I like the person that it's happening to. Okay? Like, morals and ethics be damned. Early Kyler's been canceled, and I've had it. All right? But that's not even what I wanted to go into right now. What I wanted to go into specifically was Early got canceled. That's absolutely fine. Unknown Hinson's canceled. That's absolutely fine. What I wanted to look up was let's take a look. Kyler best moments. Here we go. Let's take a look at all the jokes that didn't get Unknown Hinson fired. I feel like that's just a little important to discuss. There you go. Early's Wisdom. This one. Nice little compilation of jokes. Adult Swim. Jute Coom on there. The advice and wisdom of Early Kyler. Number 10, Perseverance.
What did I tell you about perseverance, young man?
That if at first you don't succeed, it wasn't meant to be. It's a waste of time because the union's just going to take your money anyway because they jealous that we got an extra bone in our body that makes us smarter, but don't nobody in science care to acknowledge that. And you were an unwanted pregnancy and you ruined my dirt biking career and get out of my sight. You disgust me. You talk about that one, Daddy?
And the Son has done been imparted with the knowledge of the Father. Today we's learning about rocks.
Okay.
There's all kinds of rocks.
All kinds
These
of rocks.
is rocks which you throw. These here is rocks that you get hit by.
Damn, Daddy.
And this here one is what we call a tooth.
So you see what I mean? Like all these lines and all these things that they've done in the past, like that's fine. That's all well and good. You know what I mean? I mean, like, I don't know. There's just so many of Early's like most heinous things that he's ever said. And I just am like, oh, the on-bullying thing.
What is it now?
Looks like you've got something on your shirt.
You moronic imbecile. I don't...
I love Dan Halen.
That's for bullying me.
But see, all this stuff is
Bullying.
acceptable.
The media is all over it these days. But is it their business? Hell no. Why must everybody prejudice against the bully just because he likes to separate you from the nerd herd and give you a sound-ass whooping? Stop bullying in its tracks. Visit don'tbealowhangingfruit.biz and find out how you can stop being such a fat, juicy target. Tips like lose weight, get rid of them zips. Don't be such a pussy. You a damn pussy.
That's my
And
favorite
give me
one.
That jacket, 'cause it's mine now. I'm
Give me
a
that don't be such a pussy. You a damn pussy. I love that one. But I mean, the point is that Early's always been crass and, you know, like foul-mouthed and abusive. And, you know what I mean? Like, there's all kinds of little things that add up to Early Kyler that make it like my end point on the whole thing is that the behavior, while unacceptable, I guess, is not surprising. So, I mean, I can't bring myself to care wholeheartedly about what he said. You know what I mean? Plus, he's like, we're talking about a guy who, this is the only thing he does that gets him out into the, like, public eye. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't do anything else outside of doing shows in his own little local boroughs in Georgia. Like, besides that, this is all he does that makes him publicly known. So, I mean, I get the idea of wanting to take him out of that spotlight, but I mean, like, it's not like he's a senator. You know what I mean? It's not like he's a congressman or a mayor or somebody with some actual power. He's a drunk, like, wild, crazy musician who happens to also voice a cartoon squid on Adult Swim. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off because we're not watching anything from it. But, like, I don't have a problem, like I said, with Adult Swim doing anything that they want. But it just feels really weird that all of a sudden this isn't okay. And I have a really good feeling it's because the studios in Georgia, a lot of audiences in the South, and he made fun of Dolly Parton. And, you know, there's a lot of reasoning to why that would happen. And I'm just saying that it seems a little like hollow. It seems like a hollow gesture for Adult Swim to just be like, oh yeah, whatever. We'll do it now. Because, you know, it's too big for us to ignore now that Dolly Parton's on the line. You know what I mean? It just, I don't know, it rubs me the wrong way. It gives me the wrong sense of what they want to do. Like, I know what they're trying to say. This behavior is unacceptable. But you put up with it for way, way longer than you should have. Like, I mean, you know, everybody's allowed to go back and look at their old selves and go, you know what, that was ridiculous, and that's why we laugh at this now. We don't laugh at it because of how it was. Like, we laugh at it because it was that way, and it shouldn't be that way now. You know what I mean? Hang on, let me look at this chat. Like, why is it this one that's the problem? Him being problematic is like his shtick, basically. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So why is this one a step too far in a history of his entire being taking a step too far? I totally understand. I totally get what you mean. It's like this is the straw that broke the camel's back, but it's like there've been so many similar straws in the past. So why this one? Oh well. That was my 2 cents on it. I just want to talk about it. I am a little excited to see how Tracy Morgan handles the cadence of the jokes. It'll be interesting to see if he tries to affect like the Atlanta, Georgia accent, you know? But that's just wishful thinking for the season in and of itself, because it is the final season of Squidbillies. I have a feeling that a lot of box sets in the future are not going to include this season. But you know, that's up to the viewers themselves. A lot of these videos that I show you guys that I think of, like that I've seen before anyway, that I think of showing you guys, it stems from me asking people at work and just around in my life, hey, have you ever seen this? And if enough of them say no, then I'm like, oh, well, I'm watching it on the show then. Okay, so hang on a second. Let me bring this up. I really got to start bringing these things up ahead of time. So, in the 1950s, late 1950s, there was a brand of coffee called Wilkins. And I don't know if Jim Henson was just asked to do these commercials for Wilkins, or if the Muppets had already kind of existed, and so Wilkins asked them to make the commercials for them. But either way, these are crazy coffee commercials. These are crazy commercials that are starring some of Tim Henson's like earliest puppets. And stealing that because that's great. But when it becomes performative culture, it's when it becomes an issue. It feels performative. Yeah, it's definitely easy to see how it feels performative. Sorry, I have to keep referring back to the chat. I know that there's a bit of a delay and it might seem a little jarring, but I just don't want anybody to feel like I'm not going to interact with the chat. I want the chat to definitely be a part of putting stuff into this show sometimes. All right. But either way, these are Wilkins and Won'tkins was the name of the commercials, because will and won't. But here we go. Let me open this. Oh, god damn you. I hate that shit so much. Here we go. Do this. Here we go. Okay. So check this out. Now, supposedly, these commercials are for coffee. And some of these are starring Kermit, or at least what seems like Kermit, because they're voiced like Kermit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys because they're pretty funny.
Okay, buddy, what do you think of Wilkins coffee?
I never tasted it.
Now, what do you think of Wilkins?
I like it. I'm sorry. Okay? I'll drink Wilkins, I swear.
Care for a cup of Wilkins coffee?
No,
Dude,
I
he
don't
sounds
like.
way more like Kermit in this one. In the first one, I totally get it doesn't sound like Kermit. But in this one, definitely like a prototype Kermit voice here.
Coffee.
This has been a public service.
They just keep shooting this other puppet that looks like whatever his
We're
name
here
is.
to persuade people to drink more Wilkins coffee.
What's the club for?
Get their attention.
To get their attention.
You getting on the Wilkins coffee bandwagon?
Never.
Never.
You either go with Wilkins or you just don't go.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Just ran that guy over with a horse-drawn
If you don't
carriage.
drink Wilkins coffee, you're not all there.
Oh, that's a lot of.
In fact, without Wilkins coffee, you're nowhere.
Oh, my God. Jesus. Kermit is a god, apparently. He's just, like, disappearing people, like, just snap of their fingers. That's crazy. He's like Doctor Strange. Nerd reference. Da, 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 da. Nerd reference. More Wilkins coffee.
I wouldn't admit this if I wasn't alone, but I really do like Wilkins coffee.
Did you call?
He knows what's gonna happen. He knows, like, oh God, this son of a bitch is here to shoot me again. Oh my Lord. That sounds more like Mr. Bill, more than Kermit to me. Oh, hang on.
You know, people who don't drink Wilkins coffee just blow up sometimes.
Oh, that's a lot of.
You know what I mean?
Their names are Stadler and Waldorf, by the way, the two old guys. My friend asked me in the chat just now, and their names are Statler and Waldorf. I like them. Mr. Bill. But well, the thing is about this Kermit voice is that this is like how Kermit sounded in the original Muppet Show in the 70s. Like, I mean, this is very, very early Kermit voice that he's like almost trying out. It's like he's testing it out. But yeah. I'm excited to see if he gets even more. I'm excited to see if it gets even more like Kermit by the end of the thing. Here we go. Wilkins coffee.
This machine.
Oh
will
my
make you
God,
want
this
a
is
cup
so
of
direct.
Wilkins coffee.
Not me. I'll take mine with cream and sugar.
Damn, Kermit's a fucking terrorist. He's like a sadist, I think. Am I using that right? Yeah, you know what? Let's just say I am. Wilkins coffee.
Do you drink Wilkins coffee?
No.
Oh, things just seem to happen to people who don't drink Wilkins.
He chopped that tree. You know he cut that tree. Serrated it.
Want some Wilkins coffee with your strawberry shortcake?
Can't say that I do.
You can't say that you don't either.
Bitch. You want your You want your cake? Yeah. You want your coffee with your cake? Well, you ain't got no choice, bitch. Bam, boom. Oh, yeah. Hit him with a left and right. Oh, yeah.
Boy, this hammer reminds me of Wilkins coffee.
Why?
Because it always hits the spot.
Oh.
Hey, Jesus. Fractured skull.
Anybody who
Concave
doesn't
skull.
drink Wilkins coffee ought to be tarred and feathered, right?
Wrong.
He always was a bad sport.
Tarred and feathered. Damn. That feels
you Wilkins coffee for a price.
racist.
I wouldn't touch it.
There's
no
future in an attitude like that.
He's deep throat.
The Indians won't bother you. All you got's a shipment of Wilkins coffee. I learned that everybody drinks Wilkins.
Everybody drinks Wilkins. Even that. Never mind. I'm not gonna. I feel like those jokes are too risque nowadays. Oh man, but yeah, that's. There are some really funny old commercials too. Defunct TV: The History of the First Muppet Show. Ooh, Defunct Land is really good. I should give that a watch. Maybe review it. If you guys have anything that you'd want me to review, either like old documentaries, stuff that's available on YouTube and stuff like that, just drop it in the comments or anything like that. Tony Soprano made this ad campaign. Yeah, right? It's just completely sadistic. He's just like wiping this one particular dude, he's like following this guy around, making sure he only drinks coffee, or Wilkins coffee at the very least. But yeah, I love these old commercials that have cartoon characters on them, because who knows, like, in the future, like, if there's ever going to be a time when coffee is, like, taboo. It's like, oh, coffee? That's bad for you. Haven't you ever heard? Like, just like cigarettes, they're bad for you. Like, I mean, so just to see, like, these old commercials, it's always fun seeing old cartoon characters in them. There was a commercial for oh shoot, I can't remember what brand of cigarettes it was, but there was that's what I was just about to bring that up. Let me look that up. I'm gonna look up the Flintstones cigarette commercials. Here you go. Flintstones cigarette commercial. Here you go. Thank you, Jimmy. You's a good friend. Winston cigarettes. Let's check this out. I haven't seen these in a while. I always love the appliances in the Flintstone stuff. Beating the fuck out of that rug.
Hard, don't they, Barney?
Yeah? I hate to see them work so hard.
Yeah, me too. Let's go around back where we can't see them.
Oh my god.
Gee, we ought to...
Oh my god. That is... Ugh. I love the old sexist jokes. But see, like, that's what I mean. It's like, the thing that makes it funny is that it's like, holy shit, people used to think like that. I hate to see these women work so hard, Fred. Well, then let's go in the back where we can't see them. That's ridiculous.
Do something, Fred.
Okay? How's about taking a nap?
Hey, I got a better idea. Let's take a Winston break.
That's it! Winston is the one filter cigarette that
Holy
delivers
shit.
flavor 20 times a pack.
Is it just me,
Winston's
or
got
is
that
this cigarette
filter
like the
blend.
size of his
Yeah.
forearm?
Fred,
This is a big-ass cigarettes.
filter blend makes the big taste difference, and only Winston has it up front where it counts. Here, ahead of the pure white filter.
Yeah, look at that.
Winston packs rich tobaccos specially selected and specially
Like a Billy
processed
Club
for good
cigarette.
flavor in filter smoking.
Yeah, Barney, Winston tastes good like
Cigarette should. I remember that Winston, the Winston line.
The Flintstones has
Yes.
been brought to you by Winston, America's best-selling,
Just
best-tasting
the
filter
straight,
cigarette.
like, just the straight-up sponsor for the show. Not even, like, subtextual, whatever, like, not even, like, background subliminal messaging. Just straight up, this episode of The Flintstones has been brought to you by Winston Cigarettes. Do you need more mildness in your cancer-forming smoke? Buy Winston. God, I loved the old cigarette commercials, though, because it was just so brazen. Like, there wasn't even an inkling that there was anything wrong with cigarettes at the time. And I just love watching that kind of stuff. I love, there was a, ad campaign for, Winchester. I think Winchester cigarettes. Am I right? Let me see. I want to look something up quick before I go shooting my mouth off. Damn it. Let me see here. Okay, I'm looking at this. It's called The Voice of the Turtle. Ah, never mind. Damn it. I hate spending time looking for something and then I just have to give up on it and be like, forget it. Never mind. I'm not spending this much time looking for it. One of the cigarette commercials that used to really get my goat was I used to listen to the Abbott and Costello show, the radio program. My dad one day bought me a big old box set of like 50 episodes of the Abbott and Costello show. It was amazing. The jokes got very repetitive after a little while, which I can imagine because all of these came out live and like with a month in between them, or like weeks in between them. Like, I mean, so people are going to forget the jokes and they're just going to be like, oh, that was funny. That is one of the old classics of Abbott and Costello. But Abbott and Costello's old radio show for Universal used to be sponsored by Camel cigarettes. And I'm not talking about like, again, I'm not talking about like in the background subliminal messaging. I'm talking about the theme song for the show was CAMELS Camel cigarettes. The cigarette that's first in the service brings you the Abbott and Costello program. Yeah, that was their thing. Camel cigarettes were the first in the service because Camel donated during World War II, donated more cigarettes than to the armed forces than any other company. And so they were very virtue signally about that. They were very like up their own ass about how much they were donating. And so of course, when you have a show like Abbott and Costello that's as popular as it was and gaining popularity every day, of course they want to shoehorn their cigarettes in there as much as they can. So they came up with all kinds of different ways to do it. They put them in the script of the show. They had this whole segment of the show called the Yank of the Week, where they would like call out a really heroic person overseas and then donate like 250,000 Camel cigarettes in their name, you know, because then thanks to the Yank of the Week. And you kind of giggle when you hear it a little bit. But those are fun to watch. I would love to watch more old commercials like that for the stream. But you know what, 40, yeah, okay. You know what, let's wrap things up. Everybody, my name is Dick Rickles. You're watching, I guess I used to call this Stupid Dumb Animals. So you've been watching Stupid Dumb Animals. And you've been watching Stupid Dumb Animals. Please like, share, subscribe. Share this on Facebook with anybody that you think might enjoy this kind of humor, this sort of like free form kind of thing. I'm just trying to get my knowledge up on streaming and learn it as I go. I hope I'm getting a little bit better every day. Any artists out there that do commission work, please leave any sort of information that you can in the comments section. Yeah, just like up the stream before you guys go, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love each other and yourselves. Bye. Mwah.